Welcome to BIOMUTANT. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. Learning to swim can be scary when you don't know what you're doing. But fortunately, he's here to give you a helping hand. He thinks you should really know how to swim. And he'll be honored. He says, that wasn't too bad, was it? He says a feeling that you're going to drown, but you need practice, lots of practice. Judging by your Muma's look, it seems you forgot something.
Berry?
You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. You know you can't make up for lost time.
Andro?
You should know, practice makes perfect. She'll see you at the village square. She understands, but sometimes you need to do what you have to and not what you want to. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. It's your own future you're risking by not caring for the environment. You should look for things that are recycled. He wonders what usefulness you found. He says every little thing counts. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. But that's his point, to take something useless, change it, and put it... He'd like... You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided. He says you don't really need a weapon when you're born one. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience.
Tukonda.
You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away.
Vasen kasaman warut.
Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature and the environment. It's your...
Apli tonumuta.
She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need...
Ferena masalapu.
She says it's not only about this moment and where you are going. You have to find yourself first, then everything else will follow.
Asil natu.
You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her. They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. He's not scared of anything, least of all you. There's no way they'll let you pass. He wants to know who you think you are. He says you're right. Nobody can tell him what he can and can't do, and that includes you.
Kala.
She asks if you're hurt. What happened?
Katjatopoluta.
If confidence is silent and insecurity is loud, she thinks you're absolutely right.
Antoro.
The most important thing is that you're okay.
Pala.
It's time to focus on your training now. Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. He asks if you could help him, too, before you leave. He'll leave the quick part to you. You're the martial artist, after all. He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and ideas for how you can upcycle some old fashion. He's curious to see what you've found. He's all for renewal and has even considered making the trip out into the wilds to look for a bionucleus pool and refresh his DNA. He says it's about time you learned how and offers to teach you, starting with the scrap you found. The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you. You should take it with you, wear it to practice. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this.
Pala.
Your Muma says it's about time you got here.
Volakamonom rutna.
Hopes you're as ready as...
Andro?
She says she...
Dere?
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you.
Asana yotutupu.
Thanks you for being such a good student.
Dere?
Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz.
Masamal.
You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it. Catchy.
Kialdo male kanoro tono.
Your Muma says she's...
Ferena masalapu.
A piece of Scraptronics like this has built in...
Inyadaldo.
It's called an automaton, and it's hard.
Sanna yote.
You should think of it as watching over you when she can't.
Asil natu.
Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day.
Kanamunt.
She's so happy you made the most of it. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Lupa Lupin from setting the world on fire. Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. Give it a last burst and you'll make it. Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupa Lupin. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming. Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. And everything she's done has been to protect you, your Popsy, and those she was chosen to lead. Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. The tribe's caught a fluffy hog. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose. You're low on health. Made it count. First. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff Hulk's on the loose. You're fading. Great shot. They've received news a Ronin had strengthened their ranks and were looking forward to meeting you. A group of myriad crusaders already headed out to Jagni's Mercadorpus outpost and are waiting for you there. You should hurry there and help them best the outpost. You complete them. From this point on, the Myriad is unbroken. Look, an emergency box from the old day. Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist. Toxanol was something called a corporate juggernaut, and our world still bears the marks of the massive ecological catastrophes they inflicted upon the land. The apocalypse they caused was the end of days for their world. But for us, it was simply a beginning. Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it? Just what you were looking for. That's too bad. The forest is where you go for wood. A flush stool. Seems like the tighteners on the piping need to be unturned correctly to drain the flush stool. This corner of the world is called Bricktown. You found the whereabouts, the deepest, darkest forest in the land, sometimes hard to see for all the trees. Soft. It's starting to add up. Ready to dive back in. Steeled punch.